very broadly trying to challenge the club in each area. When you come into a new club, you've got a fresh set of eyes, so it's an opportunity to put everything under the microscope. We wanted to improve our development structure, so we've added considerable staff to really beef up that department, which we're already starting to see a real flow through into our younger players. From a playing group perspective, probably resetting some challenges for the senior players. The reality is some had a good year last year, some had years where there's still opportunities for improvement. We've got a middle tier of player that is craving for some exposure. Now they have to elevate their performance to earn that, but the way that they've trained so far, they're hungry. They're hungry to play. So they just need to continue down that path. And we've got a young group that have come in. We've got 12 new players that on day one I said to them that birth certificates are irrelevant. So as soon as you've got the opportunity to prepare, as soon as you're prepared physically, understand the game plan and start to perform, if you hit those three targets, you're telling me that you're ready to play and ready to challenge. So there's different challenges within our playing group, but they're all really tackling those challenges well at this point. I think every pre-season's demanding. How have they responded? Really well to, I guess, a new coaching group. Outside myself, there's a number of different appointments. I've mentioned Simon McPhee, Jamie Graham, Dean Laidley's come on board, Peter Burge, who's come on as a high performance manager, has been outstanding in the program that he's delivered. New strength and conditioning program led by Josh Lowe, had some real positive results from that. So across the board there's been a number of new faces. They've really engaged the program well. They're a group that I admired from outside for a number of years, but now coaching them, they're a really coachable group. So very positive so far. I guess there's a couple of reasons when you look at why you bring coaches. They need to have a technical level of expertise, and each of those coaches tick that box. Troy Swartz has coached in his own right very successfully. Maxie Hutchin had time at Collingwood working in a technical capacity. And Aaron's probably one that's slightly different, but in the way that he played the game, really fits in with the sort of focus we want from a defensive point of view. Their role is very much mentoring. It's very specific with certain players, and they've had a great impact. They're giving our players real one-on-one coaching advice. They've all played at the highest level. And I feel that our players are actually really embracing that whole specialist coaching philosophy very well, so it's a positive. Yeah, look, to get, I guess, the best athletic performance, if you just treat the athletic performance in its own right, so just what happens on field or the race or the game, you're missing out on some really big opportunities to make that person better as a whole. So we have to make sure that our players understand where they fit in the community, their responsibilities to other areas of the club, their responsibilities to the supporters who support us so passionately, their responsibilities to each other. All of those things actually make you a better performer and also enable you to handle the pressures that hopefully come finals time, put you in a better space to deal with a lot of those challenges. So if you treat the athlete just based on what he's doing when he's out there kicking the footy, you're really missing some big opportunities. We want to create more well-rounded sports people, which we think will deliver a better performance. Yeah, look, it's a great opportunity for us on a number of different levels. You're always balancing performance against preparation, I think, through any pre-season competition. So, when we cross the line, whatever side does cross the line, we want to play to win, there's no doubt about that. But we'll have a really balanced approach to the exposure that we give to our whole list, young players that we want to get some game time into and have a good look at, and some players who will be challenging for spots. We'll also have some experienced players that potentially will have a modified pre-season block as well. So you throw all those things into a hat and you come up with the best mix that hopefully prepares us not just for round one but for the start of the season.